don't know if you've gathered this or not by now, but AJ and I have some Italian heritage. So despite that though, I've never really thought that risotto was that great or worth all of the effort until I went to the Dominican Republic. And
Really?
I know.
I've never cooked risotto in my life.
Oh, you know, it can be so time consuming. But when I was, and it actually was a Marriott property, and they made this mushroom risotto, and I'm like, oh, now I get it. I get why people love it so much, because it was delicious. But when I came back here, it's really intense. So I wanted something that I could make for a fast dinner and still had that rich, creamy, ooey gooiness of a good risotto. So we're going to do it in the Instapot. And you know what? The whole dinner can be ready in about 20 minutes. So this is a great weeknight dinner. All right. Okay, so now we're going to make our shrimp risotto. This would be so good. If you don't want shrimp, you can use salmon. You can use scallops, any kind of seafood. This would be absolutely amazing. And like I said, it's so fast. So I have about 4, tablespoons of butter that's melted inside my Instapot. And I say Instapot, I don't care what brand you have, whatever it is, just put it on that saute. I dropped in 2 cloves of garlic and 3 small shallots. And all I'm doing with this is going ahead and letting it get a little bit soft. I don't want to brown it, I don't want to burn it, but I just want to start releasing that flavor that's so amazing. While that's just kind of doing its thing, I do want to talk about the shrimp. You don't have to do this, but I have now become a true believer in marinating my shrimp before I do anything with it, as far as like a risotto or shrimp scampi or anything like that. So this is still the same thing that I did with the shrimp scampi. It has lemon juice in it, it has garlic, it has Old Bay seasoning. And so it's going to just add a little bit of a layer of a flavor that we don't get if we don't marinate the shrimp. About, a half hour, an hour, that's all you really need, but it's going to be amazing. Okay, once you get your shallots and your garlic to that point that it smells amazing and you just can't wait to eat it, you're going to add your rice. And rice does matter, right? So I've tried it with different rices, but this is standard risotto rice, and there's probably a reason that the experts have said that. So you want about 1.5 cups, of rice, and you're just going to pour it right there inside with the butter and the shallots and the garlic. And now we're going to toast the rice. So it's just going to absorb that butter. It's going to start to get toasty. I'm already ready to eat.
So when you cook rice, you put water in it. You don't need to do that now? Or?
We are going to do that,
okay.
Yeah. One thing when you use your pressure cookers, you have to make sure that there's always enough liquid in here so that you don't have, an accident. These electric pressure cookers are so much safer. I used to have one that was on the stove, and I'm not going to lie to you, I was always a little bit afraid to use it. But there's not a lot of fear. Okay, because it's risotto, we want to do our handy dandy wine. That's critical to a good risotto. Now, you get to pick what kind of wine you want to use. I've really tried so many different kinds, and I really do tend to like the Riesling with this. But, make this a couple of times and then decide which kind you like the most. And I'm going to add 1/2 cup, or I'm going to let you actually add that and stir for me. Do you mind?
Sure.
Okay, great. And again, when you're using wine, you want to make sure that you're using a good wine. It doesn't have to be the most expensive one, but you want it to be decent. Okay, and that wine, you can, guys, I wish you could smell this. I'm not going to eat with my eyes first. I'm going to smell it first and get hungry. Okay, now for the next layer of flavor, though, you can add plain water if you want. I actually am going to use 2.5 cups of chicken broth because I like chicken broth. Another real good alternative is to do a little bit of water and then like clam juice or fish sauce. It just really depends on how much of that fishy what is it, umami flavor that you want. But I choose that. Now this is the weird thing. I added the lemon to the shrimp. I'm just gonna throw that half a lemon right there into the pot. And it's gonna help to give that rice a little bit more of a flavor. And I'm going to add a bunch of parsley. This is Italian parsley. I really like it better than the plain old parsley. And I'm gonna just save a little bit for the topping, but that's really to taste. Told you this is fast. I'm going to show you how fast. Now that we have all of this done, it's going to cook in the Instapot on high for 5 minutes. That's how fast this dinner
Wow,
is.
that's faster than a microwave.
Yeah. Okay, so we cooked our risotto for about 5 minutes in the Instapot. Well, not about, but we have cooked for about 5 minutes. I'm just going to add my raw shrimp now that it's been marinated with that garlic and that lemon juice and Old Bay. And it's raw shrimp. And we're going to let the rice and the heat of the pot just cook the shrimp, right? Again, just gentle. The key thing here is we don't want to overcook it. Oh no, don't let him escape. If you just kind of stir it up, let the shrimp go towards the bottom, rice on top, your shrimp will start to cook. And we're just going to let that, maybe 2 minutes. I'm going to take out this lemon. 2 minutes or so. It doesn't take long for shrimp to cook. I did take off the peel and everything, the tail, because my son-in-law doesn't like a tail on his shrimp. So it's easier if we take it off. But you can leave it on too if you want it for the aesthetic beauty. So you can see our shrimp is starting to get nice and pink and beautiful, perfect. So here's really a fun part, right? I'm going to add about 3 tablespoons of Parmesan shredded cheese. The other night I made this, and I made a mistake, and I put in probably a cup of cheese. Some people actually liked it better with all that cheese.
I would.
Yeah. So if you want to add more, you're definitely more than welcome to do that. I'm going to hit it with a little bit of lemon juice. One of the things that I did find about the risotto is it can get a little salty. I don't know why mine gets a little salty because I didn't add any extra salt. I think it's from the cheese. So that extra squirt of lemon juice will help take away some of that saltiness, just in case it's there. And then just because we want to be fancy, we're going to add just a little bit more parsley. And you guys, this is our very creamy risotto. If you don't think it's creamy enough, by the way, and I don't think I need it, but I'm interested in your opinion. You can also add about 2 more tablespoons of butter, but I don't know. I think that looks pretty good. What do you think?
It looks really good to me.
Okay. All right, then. We're going to taste it. All right, guys. So here's your dinner. Half hour. Just throw a salad with it, and you're going to be absolutely amazed. So ready to taste?
I'm ready.
Yeah.
Nice big old shrimp.
Yeah.
That's really good.
Guys, really and truly easy, and you're going to find it delicious. So, taste, savor, and enjoy. Hit the subscribe button, and we'll see you next week.
See you on Thursday. Bye.